Welcome to the Financial Gardeners Podcast with fractional CFO and best-selling author of Financial Gardening, Shelly Phillips. Each episode features helpful insights, practical tips, and reliable counsel to nurture your business from the ground up as you cultivate it from root to fruit to produce an abundant harvest. For the next few minutes, enjoy listening as co-host Michael DeLon talks with Shelly Phillips about how you can plant strategically, nurture consistently, and produce an abundant harvest.
Hey, Shelly Phillips, how are you doing today?
I'm blessed. How are you doing today, Michael?
I'm doing great. It's an amazing day to be alive. I'm super excited, Shelly, to be here with you as we kick off this series on your podcast talking about your Amazon best-selling book, Financial Gardening. And congratulations, by the way. That's a great accomplishment.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. So what we're going to do for our audience is we're going to walk through every chapter of your book. And we're going to do this in a short episodes, 8 or 10 minutes, where you get to just kind of unpack kind of a behind the scenes aspect of what's in every chapter, because you have packed this book full of great information that's helpful for attorneys and business owners of all natures. So I know they can reach out to you to get a copy of your book. It's on Amazon, of course, and Kindle. But what we want to do is dive into your book. And today we're, instead of diving into chapter 1, we're going to save that to next week, because you kind of start this whole thing with a part 1 talking about the trunk and the roots of the olive tree. And that ties into your business name and everything. But I'm going to let you kind of unpack the background that became who you are today and what you do with financial gardening. Tell me that story.
Well, I guess it all started when my business used to be called a former name. And I just, came up with the idea for the business. I had to choose a business name. And I came up with the idea to name it Your CPA Alternative. And when I did that, I did not realize at the time that only CPAs can have the name CPA in their business name. And I found out that through correspondence with the Nevada Accountancy Board. And they told me I couldn't use the name. And I was like, oh my goodness, I had to really just take down all of my branding.
Yeah. And
that started a lot of things for me, because, you don't know what you don't know.
That's right.
And, to be out of compliance with me, myself, as, being an accounting professional, that just like shook me at my core. And, also being a Christian,
Right.
I prayed to the Lord, what do you want me to name this business? And I had to wait until the end of the day until I spoke. And he said, olive tree. And I was like, wow. And then that was just the beginning, because that embarked me on a journey about finding out about the olive tree. And I write about in the book, I had a couple of different clients and experiences in which, like, one client just hired me just because of the name of my business.
Really?
He's from Israel. And the other thing was about, like, one day this woman called me up and she said, I want to talk to you. And I said, how can I help you? She's like, I want to talk to you because I need to know how to nurture my olive tree. And I said, are you calling about accounting services? She's like, no. She's like, I've got an olive tree in my backyard. I live in Arizona. And I need to talk to you because I know you are the expert on the olive tree. I mean, this was this was quite an interesting conversation. So I was like, forget about accounting. I put everything down and I just talked to this woman.
Oh.
And it kind of like launched me into this role that I'm really at right now with my clients, is, not only being that advisor to them, but I'm also there to talk to them about whatever it is in their personal life that they need help with. And
Right.
because that's what this conversation was with this woman on the phone. She actually told me about her daughter, and the reason why she wanted to to care for the olive tree is because it reminded her of her daughter, and she was estranged from her daughter. And
Mm,
so my heart just went out to her, as it does to, every client and person. And I truly have a passion for helping people.
yeah.
And so that was really kind of like the story behind the naming of my business, Olive Tree Growth Partners,
Mm,
and the olive tree being that focal point. And that just entered me into this whole new world of finding out about the spiritual significance of the olive tree. It not only does it stand for prosperity, but many different elements as well. And it's remarkable to me, the robustness and the vitality of the
mm.
olive tree. So I thought that it was just so fitting that's the name of my company. So, and
Yeah.
that's really what I help business owners do: grow and sustain, and then thrive in their business. And that's really what I'm passionate about. I really want to help people, business owners, really thrive and really achieve the goals that they set out to do.
Yeah, and you've got a and thanks for that story. That's a great background and understanding. And people, I mean, they don't have to hang around you very long at all to understand. Yet you're a follower of Christ. You
Yes.
see your business as a ministry as well, and that it just connects the two. Because in this chapter, this part one, you talk about a love for people and numbers. And so many times we separate those, especially in business, right? And you've done a great job. I think it's just because of who God made you to be, is to blend those two worlds of numbers, understanding, the bookkeeping, the accounting, the CFO stuff,
Hmm.
and going deeper to understand the lives of your clients, to be able to talk with them, to be a listening ear, to pray with them, pray for them, to help them, to serve them. All of that, it's all one. And as people understand who you are in your book, financial gardening and the olive tree, helping businesses from, as you say, from root
Hmm.
to fruit. And as
Right.
we walk through these episodes, we're going to dive down into the dirt, and we're going to look at the
Mhm.
root system, and then we're going to come up through the trunk, and then we're going to go out to the branches, and then we're going to see the fruit. Because if you walk through a garden, or a forest, or whatever, an apple tree, I don't even know what's called, an apple tree forest. What do you call those when there's a bunch of apple trees?
Orchard.
An orchard. Thank you. Boy, you ever have those brain fade moments? An apple tree orchard, and you look up
Yes.
and the apples don't look really good.
Hmm.
That's not the place to start looking for the problem. You have to
Right.
backtrack, and that's what
Mm.
you help business owners do. So that's kind of the concept behind root to fruit. Is there's a lot of things between those two that can impact not just an apple, but it can really impact the financial well-being of a business, of the team, and everything else. Is that a kind of a fair summary?
Yes. Yes. Very true.
Okay. All right. So that's what we're going to be talking about over the next few episodes. I think your book ended up with about 8 chapters in it, if I'm right. So
Yes.
we're going to do like 8 more episodes like this, but we're going to be diving into each chapter of your book so that you can give a commentary behind the scenes, kind of like you did today. And then obviously we want people to get a copy of your book to
Mhm.
dive into it, to read it, because there's so much more that's in there where you educate and you help people understand this whole concept around financial gardening. And then
Mhm.
obviously the ultimate expectation and hope is that people actually just reach out and call you, have a conversation, and see how you can serve them, because you do
Mhm.
a magnificent job of blending the
Mhm.
idea of numbers and a love for people, all under the umbrella of being a solid follower of Jesus, and just
Mhm.
bringing that together in a very unique way. So, Shelly, I'm super excited to walk with you through these next few episodes. Any last minute thoughts or comments that you might have around this, the beginnings of who you are, your business, and your book, Financial Gardening, how you got here? Any last comments?
Uh, well, I mean, I think the book is the next natural step in my business growth, but it's not the final step. I have other things planned, like I'm about to roll out an app on the Apple and the Amazon, or excuse me, Android app market,
Mm-hmm.
to give business owners a way to connect.
Yeah.
And a way to collaborate, and because that's what I see that's so, so very important. Business owners are kind of like on an island on their own, and they
Mhm.
really need that support network.
Yeah.
So that's the next step for me. And I'm just really, really excited to help business owners to my fullest potential because it's something that I'm very, very passionate about.
Awesome. Well, they're going to hang around and listen to these episodes, and you're going to accomplish just that. So, Shelly, thanks for helping us understand the background behind
Mhm.
Olive Tree Growth Partners. That's your company name.
Yeah.
And let me encourage people to reach out to you, have the conversation, check out Shelly on our website, on social. Make sure you get a copy of her book, Financial Gardening,
Mhm.
and we'll be back next time for chapter 1 of your book.